Right. This is the second project which I'm going to be doing in oils. I've been blocking in the image over the top of a previous painting which I didn't like. The block in I quartered up this time. I actually drew two lines, one down the middle and one across the centre. And I worked from the image and I basically did each section just by blocking it in by using the grid and the guidelines. A couple of points. I found that yesterday's painting was a little bit frustrating. The tones I haven't really worked on. The placement of the features are a little incorrect. Her eyes are a lot lower, so I need to adjust that. And I'm going to today work on making the tones much more evident. The painting yesterday got extremely wet and the colour was not gripping, and if you work fast in oils like I do, I find that that tends to happen. That's when I have to stop because there's no point in just swirling the paint around. I'm not really happy how it's going, so it was a little bit frustrating. So hopefully today is going to be a better painting day. I am working quite fast on this. I find that my better work is when I work fast, so I'm going to persist with that. But I just want to talk to you about some of the things that my teacher taught me. Basically, when we started a painting, we'd do an underpainting and we'd work in oils. The first thing that we would do was on a white canvas, we would actually put linseed oil mixed with a little bit of turpentine, and then we block the entire canvas with a raw or a burnt umber, just splashed it all over. And then we would use the grid program, divide up the image, and using a cloth, we'd actually work back into the brown paint and wipe off different tonal variations, which you can do with cloth. We would let that dry and then we'd proceed to work using more burnt umber or raw umber and white over the top. And that was the underpainting. That's a process that has been used in the past by past masters. And then over the top you would actually apply your colours. So that's actually a really nice way of painting, so I may demonstrate that in the future. But most of the time I actually work, if I'm going to do an oil painting, with an acrylic underpainting. It's the same procedure, it's just a lot faster to work. So basically you do an underpainting like I did this one before this one. That could be an underpainting for an oil painting if you wanted to, but I quite like it in the black and white, and I don't really want to play around with it too much. So yeah, that's the quartering procedure. I didn't really stick to that yesterday, and so the hands may be wrong. It looks okay, but I'm really not happy with how the tones are developing. So today I'm actually going to be working on the tones. I've got a hair appointment halfway through this, so I will be going off and coming back to it. So we'll see how much I can do. And again, working in the oils, there's only a certain amount of time that I can work with this. In saying that, sometimes you have a bad painting day, and that's okay. The whole thing is to try and paint every couple of days if you can. Every day would be marvellous, every couple of days would be, acceptable. It's just like anything. If you're going to hone your craft and improve, you've got to do it on a regular basis. And the other thing, the best advice I was given was don't give a damn. Really don't approach every piece of artwork and consider it to be a masterpiece. It's not going to be a masterpiece, but the actual process is the enjoyable part. I find that painting for me is my form of meditation. I tend to find that I sleep really well the night of the day that I actually paint. It's working on the right side of the brain. I tend to find that I can't talk very much after painting because you're switched into that right side of the brain and communication's all on the left. So, but it's a great experience once you get into that meditative state, and getting interrupted from it can be really frustrating. So I'm going to be using this time of the coronavirus to actually try and do some painting, primarily for my students, but also to get back into it. And thank you for watching the videos, and I hope that you learned something from it.